Braue.
We are a new music ensemble specializing in music by young living composers. Our goal is to give young composers an opportunity to have their music performed at the highest possible level, and also to expose audiences to the very wide range of styles being created by composers today.
The music is a living thing, it's evolving, and just like every other living thing, it changes with the times and it changes with the environment. This is what really sets Juventas apart. This is not just sit down and play. This is, we get together and we always do something very innovative, very, very new.
We try to stretch ourselves to be able to not just play a variety of different types of music, but also to do them in a variety of settings and with different collaborations. One of the first things that I found about new music was how much potential there is for exploration and interpretation. It gives a certain kind of ownership and a new collaborative process to the musician who's playing this music, especially when you get a composer in the room with you. It's just I find there's so much more energy and it comes alive in a different way.
I find it really, really exciting to be involved in new music, things that no one's ever seen, that I've never heard until I've learned. I've worked with Juventas a few times and it's always a great experience. The level of musicianship is super high.
I love working with these people. It's a group of folks who really are dedicated to what they do.
Our fearless leader, Lydia, she's very patient with us and she's very, very good about giving positive reinforcement and being exactly very clear to what she wants, but always leaving that room for suggestions that we as musicians may have.
This particular show is called Music in Motion. We are moving through 100 years of modern music, and in addition presenting the music of the future. What do I mean by that? We have 3 world premieres. One is by a young composer who is based here in Boston. One is a work that incorporates robotic instruments. And another is by the youngest composer we have presented to date.
Stand up. Walk towards the line. Stand up.
Music in motion involves puppets, robotics, and it even gets the performers, the instrumentalists, involved in ways that we're not used to. For example, I end up playing the role of a drunken cellist, so I stumble on stage, I have to play Bach cello suite as if I'm drunk, which is a lot more difficult than I thought it would be.
I cannot think of any other group which has musicians, you know, moving around with the puppeteers or moving around with the music that they're playing.
It's often very difficult today to find opportunities to hear the music of today, the music that is reflective of our time, of our culture, of our society. Next season, actually, we'll be presenting a concert of music by very young composers and another featuring the intersection between technology and music.
This can't be! I saw the body myself! I slapped him 3 times to make certain! Oh, thank God!
Our goal has been to team up with other organizations and to cross disciplines and to cross genres as much as possible in order to help audience members relate to the music that we're presenting.
What I often find happens at the end of a concert is you'll get people coming up for whom this is totally new and they're processing it in a particular way, and they'll want to come up and they engage you and say, like, what was that thing about, or what's happening here? I really heard this and I thought that was interesting. Which is a lot of fun because you can hear people processing through what everything means, especially this new language that's coming out in the music we're playing.